Alright, so getting straight into today's video, there is this really creepy TikTok account that is impersonating the official Dress to Impress TikTok account, and they have been posting fake sneak peeks. That's new, and it's been causing a lot of misinformation to circulate within the community, and I just wanted to make a little video fixing that problem because not a lot of people who are watching them are young and they may not be able to recognize that it is a fake account. However, secondly, I want to mention that I am going to be blurring the name, and if you know who I am referring to, please don't comment their name, don't comment their username, because I know that people who impersonate games or like content creators, they tend to get death threats and just very nasty comments, which I do not condone. If anything, please just comment reminding them not to be posting fake leaks, and if you can, possibly try to report them too for impersonation. So getting straight into the video, I came across this Reddit thread basically saying my DTI face art was reposted on TikTok as quote-unquote official. Hey everyone, I wanted to share something important regarding some concept stuff I created and uploaded on here. I recently discovered that a TikTok account has reposted several of my designs and is presenting them as official Dress to Impress work. The TikTok post does not credit me, and the way it's worded has led people to believe that the designs are part of the game, which isn't accurate. There were also liking comments where they are being praised for their creativity. It could be argued that it is my fault as I forgot to add a watermark to my original images. At the time, I was honestly a bit naive about it. I never imagined my work would be posted anywhere else, let alone taken seriously enough for someone to claim it as official. Even so, the artwork still belongs to me, and sharing it without credit or context is misleading and really frustrating. I'm posting this now so people know that where the designs came from and understand that they are fan-made, not part of the actual game. If you see them circulating TikTok or some other platforms labeled as official, that information is not accurate. Thank you to everyone who has supported my work so far, and thank you to everyone that has defended me and helped me to take these down. I truly appreciate it, and I just want to make sure the right details are out there. So I want to show you guys their TikTok, and right off the bat, I just want to clarify that it really seems like this is a child behind this account, so please be careful with how you're communicating with them. Again, they just seem pretty young. They don't really seem to know what they're doing based on the random posts that they're putting on TikTok. However, you will see a face in their post that we don't have inside of Dress to Impress, and they were created by the person that posted this Reddit thread. Now, I scrolled through the comments, I tried to find out what their original tag was, and someone did actually ask if they have a TikTok that we could be redirected to, and they said I do, but I stopped posting any concept stuff on there for similar reasons to this one. So I'm gonna make a conclusion that they do not have a TikTok or any social media that we could go to support the original creator of this work, because they have disabled it for this reason, aka people taking their stuff without credit and reposting them and basically gaining views and spreading misinformation with their highly detailed work. Now, I do want to pause really quickly and just say how insanely detailed their faces are. Like, they genuinely do look like they are inside of Dress to Impress already, which honestly makes sense as to why almost 1 million people watched the video or the TikTok and truly believe that it is a new leak for the winter update, especially considering that anything Dress to Impress winter related is currently trending right now on basically all social media platforms. And so it is a little bit upsetting to see that someone just didn't see the worth in the work and didn't really see it good enough. Clearly it is if people are taking it out of context and re-uploading it to basically gain views. So I'm happy on the flip side that they have actually recognized that their work is insanely good. Anyway, referring back to some of the comments under that Reddit thread, someone else commented, so I looked into it a little bit more, and this account isn't official. Obviously it is not. It looks like they constantly steal from other creators too. I am so sorry that they got a hold of your art. And in this little screenshot that you have attached, you can see that there is a comment from a different Roblox developer, I believe, of Haze Hoop or something, and they have basically said that these are created by me for my game, basically implying that they have also stolen their assets and art which belongs to a different game, and are obviously uploading it onto their account to make it seem like, I don't know, it's being added to Dress to Impress or a different game, which is very, very harmful and so disrespectful to do. In my opinion, this kind of impersonation is so insanely harmful, like I mentioned, because in my opinion it blurs the line between what's official and what's actually fan-made for a lot of players in the community, especially the younger ones, because when an account pretends to be Dress to Impress Impress or like honestly any game and repost concepts without stating that they're concepts, especially if whoever made these concepts designed it in a way that fits within the Dress to Impress aesthetic. It definitely manipulates the community's expectations quite a lot, because people start believing that these, like, I don't know, let's say sets or like faces in this case, or maybe updates are confirmed, which creates a false hype, confusion, and eventually disappointment in some people too. And obviously all of that gets redirected to the actual developers who have nothing to do with it. Now, it also is quite dangerous for the original artists too, like for example right now, because the work is being stolen, stripped of credit, and used to build someone else's platform, which again is so insanely annoying and disrespectful. And like we have just seen, it discourages real artists from sharing their ideas because they lose the ownership the moment someone like maybe bigger than them decides to repost them as if, you know, they were official. And on top of that, impersonation directly harms trust within the community, which we know that the trust in this Dress to Impress community has been fluctuating for some time, and honestly we don't want it to dip more. But once people realize that, you know, they've been misled, they become more suspicious of all leaks and teasers, even the legitimate ones from the developers themselves. So it definitely fractures the community between developers and players, and it fuels honestly unnecessary drama, which will naturally travel between a bunch of different social media platforms. Like, I know a lot of people talk about it on Reddit and Twitter. Some are even making videos about it on TikTok. And sadly, the saddest thing about this and just the TikTok's algorithm is that the algorithm will reward engagement, not accuracies. So the more confusion and just misinformation that this account creates, the more the platform actually boosts it, which gives misinformation an even bigger reach. Now, that's how fake announcements and just like leaks spread, and that's how the entire community just ends up being misled. Now, for this final part of this video, I am not trying to fearmonger or like scare anyone at all. However, if an impersonating account, regardless of what platform it is on, is making money in any form while pretending to be like a brand, creator, or like an official source, it becomes a legal issue. Because if they're making money in any way, so I don't mean just like sponsorships, I mean anything, so like subscription features or like, you know, TikTok gifts that you can get when you're live or something, ad revenue, whatever it may be, the moment there's profit involved, the person or like company being impersonated has grounds to escalate it legally. Now, I've seen cases where the official rights holders were actually notified and their legal teams stepped in, and the impersonating account was taken down within several days, which obviously the platform will take it more seriously when money is being made off of someone else's work or identity. And on the flip side, and on the more sad part, is that if an account isn't monetized at all, so if there's no like money coming in from the content, it becomes so much harder to get TikTok to act, which I think is the case right now, just reading some of the comments. Now, without any like financial gain, TikTok tends to just drag its feet because it doesn't really fall into the same category of like fraud. It's still harmful, obviously, and so incorrect to do, but the platform isn't as quick to respond, sadly. So the most practical advice in this, I would say, is that if an account is impersonating you and it's actually earning money while reposting fan concepts or like any of your work, or is like pretending to be you, or for example real DTI in this case, there's something the actual developers or artists can actually legally pursue. If not, it's unfortunately more difficult and usually requires persistent reporting or the real creators speaking up to mass report them, which they did right now. And so again, I highly encourage you guys, if you have a TikTok account, to report them if you do come across their work on your For You page, or if you already follow them without realizing that they were not an actual Dress to Impress account. And secondly, if any of you guys are young and you want views really quickly on social media, because I know for some people seeing high numbers can be a little bit addicting and it can feel a little bit rewarding, and you want to do that by reposting Dress to Impress's like work or like other people's work, please don't do that. Please, I discourage you from doing that. It is not the right thing to do, and it is really disrespectful to do. But anyway, I just wanted to make a little announcement, a little video about the situation, because like I said, it's a really prominent thing and there's a lot of accounts actually doing this. So if any of you guys are on TikTok and you come across accounts impersonating other creators or games, anything of that sort, please report them. But anyway, guys, let me know how you feel about the situation in the comments down below. And if you know the original creator of these faces that were being misrepresented on that fake TikTok account, please let me know in the comments down below so that we can go and support them. But besides that, make sure that you're staying hydrated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!